I get in the car. He goes, is the temperature all right, sir? I go, it's fine. He goes, would you like a bottle of water, sir? And I go, you don't have to call me sir. You can just call me Tom. And at that moment, all of his professionalism went out the window. The very next thing he said was, you smoke weed? And I was like, I mean, yeah, sometimes. And he goes, do you want to smoke some now? And I was like, I mean, yeah. But I don't think my driver should be offering me, you know? He doesn't miss a beat. He opens the console, he takes out a joint, he lights it, he passes it back. I hit it out of respect, right, because he's old. Then I give it back to him, and the next thing he says is, yeah, I can't drive unless I'm fucked up. I'm like, do you hear what you just said? And he goes, yeah, I'm ripped right now. And I'm like, well, hands on 10 and 2, motherfucker. Like, keep it together. I goes, is that all you do? Smoke weed? I can handle a guy that smokes weed. He goes, well, I love it all. I'm like, what's all? That's a broad statement. He goes, I love coke, I love heroin, but there's nothing like smoking rocks. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, I don't know what you're saying. Mind you, this is while he's driving, so it's actually like, I love smoking rocks, man. You know, I'm like, dude, turn around. So I go, can I ask you something? He goes, yeah, what's up? I go, what's it like to smoke rocks? I've never done that before. And he goes, ooh! I was like, is that the whole sentence? Is that it? He goes, that shit is the best. And what I like to do personally is I like to sit in my apartment and fire them up. And then I look out the peephole and I watch people walk around. And I just freak the fuck out about what's gonna happen next. And then he gave me a head nod like, doesn't that sound awesome? I was like, dude, that sounds terrible. That's called a panic attack, and that's a horrible sales pitch for crack. Now I'm definitely not gonna try it. We pull up to the airport, and I goes, none of my business, but I think you're too old to be messing with all these drugs. And he goes, I don't do it anymore, Tom. Yeah, it was sir at the top of the ride. Now it's Tom, you piece of shit. I don't do it anymore. I did it when I was younger. And I go, all right. And he goes, I mean, I still do it every once in a while. But you know what they say. If you do something every once in a while, it's not that bad for you. And I was like, dude, I think they mean that about like pizza and chocolate. Nobody ever means that for crack, just so you know. I'm sorry that I'm fat. I don't like when people like they feel, sometimes you're like, you know, I'm fat, and they're like, It's under my control, you know? It's not like weather where I'm like, oh, these fat pellets are raining down on me. Like, it just happens, you know? But sometimes when I'm eating and I feel feelings, I'll be like, nope. I'll just bury those under this. This is true. Every time I go out to eat with somebody, at least one person will be like, hey man, why are you sweating? Like, what's up with that? You know we're not racing. I'm like, we're not? I thought we were racing. No. The biggest boost to my day, I think, is when I eat myself out of breath. I don't know if you've ever done that before. It's fun when you're eating and then you go, and then you have a chance to think about it. You're like, why did I just stop to take a deep breath? Oh yeah, my body also needs air. You fat fucking turd. I took a crazy shit earlier today. Is pooping universal? Is that a thing? Here's something I just found out. I just found out that not everybody has diarrhea every day. I didn't know that. Seriously, here's how I found out. We moved. My wife and I moved to a new place. In the new place, the living room couch is closer to the bathroom than it was in the old place. So the second day we're there, I go in there, I do my thing. When I walk out, my wife is no longer sitting on the couch. She's now standing, holding car keys, and she goes, do you need to go to the hospital? And I go, for what? And she goes, for what just happened in there. And I go, what just happened in there? And she goes, is that normal for you? And I was like, I don't remember what happened, so I guess so. And she goes, Jesus, how often do you shit like that? And I was like, every day. And she goes, oh my God, is there blood in there? And I was like, there could be. I don't know. Like, I just go, bop, and then I hit flush, you know? And she goes, you don't look at it? And I'm like, where am I supposed to look? It's everywhere. You want me to look at each individual piece? No, I fucking paint the bowl and then I wash it away. That's how I found out that not everybody has diarrhea every day. I had catastrophic diarrhea this morning. And I just found out that not everybody does. Here's how I found out. We moved. My wife and I moved to a new place. In the new place, the living room couch is closer to that bathroom than it was in the old place. So the second day we're there, I go in there, I do my thing. When I walk out, my wife is no longer sitting on the couch. She's now standing, holding car keys. And she goes, do you need to go to the hospital? And I go, for what? She goes, for what just happened in there? And I go, what just happened in there? She goes, is that normal for you? And I was like, I don't even remember what happened, so I guess so. She goes, Jesus, how often do you shit like that? And I was like, every day. She goes, oh my God, is there blood in there? There could be, I don't know. I just go, bop, and I hit flush. She goes, you don't look at it? And I go, where am I supposed to look? It's everywhere. You want me to look at each individual piece? No, I paint the bowl and then I wash it away. That's how I found out at 34 years old that not everybody has diarrhea every day. I feel like, wives have to get in one last jab, too. Because, first of all, this wasn't even an argument. This was a conversation, and she won the conversation, okay? She did. I feel horrible about my digestive system. You win. Settled. I'm sulking on the couch. She's going to leave this day, right? And she stops at the door. She's leaving the house, and she goes, you know you're probably going to die. And I was like, cool, babe, have a good day. I'll see you when you go home. I wish my dad was still here, He died a few months ago, and I understand it's part of life, it happens to everybody. And, I'd never visited somebody sick in the hospital. That was a new experience for me. And it's strange, if you've never done it. You get to the hospital, and then somebody that works there goes, are you here to see? And you go, yeah. And they go, yeah, they're going to die soon. And you're like, I thought so too. That's why I came. And then they go, you can go in there and watch that now. And you're like, thanks. Personally, I feel like watching somebody die that you're not trying to kill is weird, Like, it's different if you have somebody, and you're like, and they go, I'm dying. You're like, I know, I want you dead. That's why I'm doing this. That probably feels good. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a euphoric feeling that you chase forever and ever. But ask Garth Brooks. He'll tell you all about it. Come on. Where are the bodies, G? Please. Connect the dots. Now, I will tell you this. I did have a great conversation with my father, and I hope if you're ever in that situation, you get it too. We had this great talk, and then he just drops this on me. He goes, you know what I've never told you? And I was like, no, what? And I was really hoping he was gonna say, there's a treasure buried in the backyard. It's for you. I go, what have you never told me? And he goes, I like a full bush on a lady. And I was like, what?
What? He goes, your mother keeps trimming hers. I go, hey, what the fuck, man? I go, why are you telling me this? And he goes, who am I supposed to tell? I go, the Lord, you're about to meet him. And that was it. And then he said the N-word and then he died. It was really sad.